Hello and good morning, good afternoon, or indeed good evening, and welcome to the Artist Injection with the girl Claudz, aka Miss Ouch.
You calling me emotional, full of mess. You acting like I'm giving you full of stress. You wonder why I left it all on red. Why be petty, bringing past things I said.
Welcome, welcome.
But can't be social with me. Searching for a medium on the highest degree. Why you mad, baby? Why you mad? Closed of a mouse, don't get you fed. I am not the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the six, the 7, 8, 9, the 10. So I am not the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10. I am not the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10. I am not the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the 6.
Welcome, I see you coming into the room, each and every one of you.
Like a tag, baby, I ain't your man, I ain't a friend.
Jackie Knight, I see you.
Push like a pen, patience no longer here, patience then. I know that you're facing demons, I sympathize, but can't support you dismantibly with white lies, baby, with white lies. Go ahead and have your fun.
Come in and say hello.
I am not the one.
I've got two exciting,
For the 5 to 6,
phenomenal
8, 9 to 10.
creatives in the room with me tonight.
The 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6.
Ida Divine, all the way from New York
I am not the one.
City.
The 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8.
She's released a new single today,
Not the one, the 2,
and I'll be playing it for you a little bit later.
7, 8. You got the right
Also got Angie LeMar,
one. You got the right
pioneer comedian,
one.
actress,
Right one.
screenwriter,
Right one.
author, presenter.
You got the right one. 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 You got the right one.
You heard what she said, we've got the right one.
The right one. Hey, hey, hey.
The Artist Injection with the girl Claudz, aka Miss Ouch.
The 2, the 3,
Arethia, I see ya.
7, 8, 9, the 10. I am not the one, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10. I am not the one, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10.
Yeah.
I am not the one, the 2, the 3, the 3, the 3.
Okay, hello and good evening everyone. Andy D, I see you also. Welcome to all of you who joined me nice and early on the lawn. It is your girl Claudz, aka Miss Hatch, and I'm excited to be here tonight for more reasons than one, okay? First of all, we have Ida Divine and Angie LeMar backstage looking beautiful, ready to come on and to speak with us tonight on the platform. I'm also very excited because for the first time this show is syndicated with Soul TV, which is based over there in the USA in Las Vegas, and that is courtesy of Anthony B. Williams, who's put me forward, and also to Bobby Whitaker, who is the CEO. Let me know how I'm sounding before I go any further, because I'm a little bit nervous tonight, and that's because it's on another platform as well. I think I'm overthinking it. I'm going to try and have some fun as usual. Come in, say hello. Our artists are waiting to see you, and I know that you're waiting to see and to hear them. Okay, all right. I'm so excited because I have so much respect for both of my guests, because they're pioneering both in their own way. Okay, they're both creative. They both have no glass ceiling. They do what they do. They've got a phenomenal following. They've got their own minds. They literally are just breaking through all barriers, and they don't conform to anything. They've both got their own style and their own identity, and you'll see that later on. For those of you who might have missed the trailer, and for those of you who are joining me for the first time, particularly over there in Soul TV, let me just quickly introduce myself, because it is not about me, it is about my guest, right? My name is Claudz, aka Miss Ouch, and the show has evolved from COVID. Essentially, I've been on the radio for nearly 9 years now on underground radio stations, which we will speak about another time. But over the COVID, obviously, because a lot of the artists weren't able to do their gigs as usual, and there's no social events and what have you, then obviously their livelihoods were affected. So it came to mind that maybe I should come out in a different way to support them, as I've been interviewing artists for nearly 8 years now. But through COVID, I decided to go live and have them perform if they can. Outside of that, I play their videos and what have you, and just help to share what it is that they do. So in the past, I've had a number of different people from the industry, from people of colour predominantly, and basically I've had comedians, I've had actors, I've had producers, songwriters, predominantly independent soul singers. Okay, I've had lovers rock artists as well. I've had a whole plethora of people from different backgrounds, and basically the whole point of it is to actually inject and share the work of people who may not be on mainstream TV, or sometimes they might. So it could be a brand new artist, or it could be an artist that is established. Once I like the work and I'm feeling that their vibe, I will invite them on, and it's up to them to take it or not. But before I go any further, okay, and before I actually come back to the chat room, to all you lovely, beautiful souls in the room who I see, and we'll come back to you, I just want to play the trailer, if that's okay with you. So bear with me whilst I bring it up, just in case you don't know what tonight's show's about. Stay with us.
Some of them wanna break you down, steal your crown, use and abuse you. Some of them smile in your face, 'cause they heard it someplace. You got more than they used to. Some of them want to steal your love.
Yeah. All right. Okay, it's got an echo slightly. Let's just take that off. All right, so that's what's in store for us tonight. I'm going to ask you to do the usual favour for me, and that is to share the link with those who are close to you, because it is about getting the work and the music and the life stories of people who have made it into the industry, because it could encourage new and up and coming artists to actually know how it is that the others have done it, in order that they can replicate as far as possible. Now, I would normally play a few more songs before I brought my artist in, but Ida Divine is actually on her lunch break at work, so we're not going to do that today. Today I'm going to bring Ida in quite soon, and she looks absolutely stunning. She always has, and so I'm going to bring her into the studio almost straight away, in order that we can not intervene with her working pattern. So stay with me whilst I do that. All right, 1 second please. Right, I've got a new layout here, so I'm kind of all fingers and thumbs, but there we go. Right, Ida, are you ready?
I am. Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
It's afternoon for you over there. There's a 5-hour difference, isn't there?
Yeah, it's 3:09 here in New York.
You're having a late lunch today then,
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Great.
Thank you so much. You've got some
welcome.
beautiful people who've joined you in the room today, and I'm going to call up their names shortly.
Hello.
You've also got Bobby Whitaker, who's actually the CEO of Soul TV over there in Las Vegas, in the room as well.
Hello, Vegas.
A
Hello,
number of
Mr. Whitaker.
people. So we'll be calling out some names in a minute, but I know that you are stretched for time, so I'm not going to really keep you longer than I have to. But
Okay.
I just wanted to say that you are a beautiful woman. You're so aesthetically pleasing. Your teeth are just like to die for. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm,
I'm just eating like chicken wings. Just
are you having chicken
so
wings?
I'm
Oh
glad
God,
that I had to brush my
I,
teeth before I got on the show.
I need some virtual chicken, I tell you. But no, Ida, we've met a few times, and I think the first time
Yes,
we met was in London when you came over and you assisted Elijah Hall, who runs also
yes,
radio, and you were there at the launch, weren't you?
wonderful,
So that was good.
amazing show.
And I can remember you coming again for Michael Fontaine of Soul Motions, and you
Hmm.
performed in Kensington, didn't you?
I
And
did.
again alongside Leah Renedior.
Yep.
Okay, and
Hey,
then you
Miss
came down
Dior.
to Soul
Yeah.
for Real, didn't you? Do you remember?
Yeah,
And
that
you
was the
sang
very first time where I got detained in Ireland on the layover because they it was like Ida Divine who? Now they know. So yeah, humble beginnings. But yeah, every time I come over, it's like just coming back to Brooklyn, really, UK and the whole London and all the outskirts remind me very much of where I'm from. So it's like a homecoming to me, and I appreciate and honor and every time I'm able to visit. So looking forward to my next time. Yeah.
fantastic, Ida. All right, so
Mhm.
you said humble beginnings. Now I know that there's a song. I'm going to ask for some crowd participation here, right? The
Okay.
song that made me really check you out. Do you know what song that
Mhm.
really got you on the map in the UK according to the underground kind of movement that's going on with
I
the
want to
neo
say
soul?
it's 1979.
Absolutely
I think
right. You're
that's it.
absolutely
Yeah.
right. Would
Yeah.
people in the room agree with that? Because if you would, then you write in the room what you think was a song that helped you to sort of identify the genius of Ida Divine, right? What was it? We've got people saying hello. Let's see what's going on.
Hello. Hi, Miss
You
Bradley.
see how many people are in the room joining you? All
Hi,
right.
Andrea. Christopher.
Christos, he plays at my brunches, bless
Crystal.
him. We've got Greenie
Good.
Love, he's another
Hi, Greenie.
promoter. We've got
Hi,
Bobby, we've
Bobby.
got
Hello.
Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Leroy Wilson is
Leroy.
actually an
How
artist
are you?
himself.
How you doing, Mr. Wilson? Yeah.
Okay. And so I've got some echo going on. All right.
Joanne,
Right.
Ray,
We've
Lady.
got James Lang in the house.
Yes.
Have I got an echo going
Nigel.
on?
I don't
Can
hear an echo from you. Do you hear
can
an
any
echo from
can anybody hear an echo? No. All right, I thought it was
Marvin?
me. No worries, but I just wanted to show you the love in the room. Now, before I go any further, I
Hey.
would like to share something with you because what I was interested to hear, Ida, is when you came over, you actually said that there's actually people play my music in a party situation, right? Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember you saying that? Because is it true to say that you won't really hear your music on the dance floor in America?
No, yeah, that's true because I don't make well, it depends. It depends. But for the most part, no. Um, it's different here. They're mostly into like dance music, and like current hip hop. And
Yeah.
so I'm in the middle. For instance, the single that I released today is more of a hip hop R&B boom bap throwback.
I
And
hear
so
you.
that's kind of like lounge music.
Lounge
So
music.
I make more cinematic music. So my songs are used in films and
Oh,
movies
that's
or for
interesting.
moods. Yeah.
Oh,
I would
wow.
see my yeah, a couple of my songs are used in some Tubi movies actually. The
You see, there's
romantic
so
movies, yeah.
music is such the oh my god, it's the epitome of what goes on in life. You use music for
Mhm.
different types of moods and
Yeah.
scenes and what
Mood
have you.
music, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fantastic that you've been picked up to do
However,
work like that.
yeah, however, one song, my number one rating song out of all songs, even over 1979, which has the most downloads and streams on according to Spotify, is being played in Brazil, and there's a whole dance to it. It's called That One, and it's an Afrobeat song, and so that song is played in the clubs in Brazil
Wow,
like
that's
almost
absolutely
every night.
amazing.
There are all these viral. It went viral mid last year, and people just keep sending me videos of crowds of people dancing to this song, That One. So
That's
that's really
amazing.
exciting. Yeah. So it's not over there in UK, and it's not here. It's somewhere in Brazil, and they're like, you need to come over and do this song live. So
And you
I
know
am
what?
plain
I've
and
actually got a
visual.
few. I've got a few of your stats just to bring up here, just in case people were sort of stuck on 1979. It's that good, but you've
Thank
got
you.
you've got such a
That
wide,
see, that is what this show
right?
was about. You know, I'm like, I have a new song. They're just like, yeah, no, we like 1979. I'm like, thank
79. No, right.
you,
Well, I've
but
got a
I have
few
new
up.
songs.
Hello, right. So I've got a few up my sleeve for you, but I just wanted to bring this up. This is
Okay,
going to cover our faces for a short while, but this is really important to people to know. Look at this.
I think so.
Right. That one, 28,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Insomnia, 15,000 views. Cyclone, 22,000 views. 1979, 17,000 views, right? Dear
Yep.
John, 14,000 views. Sideline is 10,000 views. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously
Yep.
people around the world, we might be stuck on London, on that one, a
Yeah.
few of us, right?
Yeah.
Because it's that good. Like, I mean, it's like an anthem, so don't knock it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something that is going to be timeless for, you can play that in 10 years and also
Yeah.
have the same
Yeah.
effect. So, and it's
Yeah.
really hard to get a song like that.
Yeah.
So I take my hat off to you. I won't, but
Thank you. Thank you.
But
You have to be in a certain mind space to be able to dredge up memories like that, to make a song that's not sad but touching, tell a story but be memorable and have a catchy hook. Yeah, it's a mixture. It's chemistry. Yeah.
Fantastic. Before we go
Mhm.
any further, I'd like to, before I play one of your songs, I just want to just give them the vibe at Soul for Real. Bear with me, all right?
Okay.
A bit of memories for you, Ida.
Daddy let the cipher, mommy went crazy. She was the best family. She knew that this was gonna be great. The little girl wasn't always there. Oh, but mommy did the best she could. And through the tears in my eyes, I was writing these rhymes for 19. Hey! In 1979. Sing for me, London. 1979.
Yeah.
They
I
absolutely
remember
loved
that. That was great. And I believe that was with Mr. Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine took you down to Soul for Real in East London, Hackney, and it
Yep.
was actually V the Chemist, rest in peace. It was his
Rest in
event
peace, rest in power.
alongside his team, and
Yeah.
it's still going Soul for Real, and they highlight artists like yourselves who
Yeah.
kind of give that vibe, and that whole. There's some songs that you can pull off and play in a rave, and you fit into those categories. And I know that Neo Soul is very hard to select
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yes.
let me please just play 1979 just to actually part that one afterwards, and then we can go a bit deeper with what you're dealing with. All right. So
Yeah, let's do
those
it.
of you in the room, let me see if any of them have put down what we thought. Yes, 1979. That's what they're talking about.
Mhm.
But we're gonna oh, bless you.
Oh,
Christopher saying that it's his late cousin's Rose's favourite song. Bless you.
thank you
Bless
so
you.
much. Rest in power.
Good evening, all of you. I'll come back to you shortly, all right? I promise, all right? Let me just drop this track because Ida's on a lunch break. All right, a second. Let me just... what's going on here? All right, I see. All right, sorry, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Right, okay.
Miss Divine, I want to take y'all back to a simpler time. Yeah. We didn't have to worry about a lot of things. In 1979, a little girl came to visit the earth. She was the apple of their eye, mommy and daddy's very first. Things were good for a little while. They read her books and made her smile. And then along came the 80s. Daddy left the cipher, mommy went crazy. The little girl liked to write and sing, and painting pictures was a favorite thing. And though she wasn't Miss Maybelline, she knew that this was gonna be a dream. The little girl wasn't always good, but her mommy did the best she could. And through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. In 1979, yeah. In 1979. so big, and I was just a little kid. And we did not eat that big because the 5% we live. Roller skating in a lobby, and after school I had to go to Latchkey. The elevator out of service. We rode the ferry when my mommy was working. 4 chicken wings and a quart of water. Divine is the gutter's daughter. When it was cold in the winter, my triple fat kept me warm in December. And in the summertime, we had to run to the free lunch line. And through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. In 1979, yeah. In 1979, oh, in 1979, yeah. And through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. In 1979, yeah. In 1979, oh, in 1979, yeah. And through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for, hey, huh. I wanna thank the Most High for 1979. I wanna thank the Most High for 1979. I wanna thank the Most High for 1979. With the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. Yeah, in 1979. Hey, in 1979. Yeah, through the tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979. I wanna thank the Most High for 1979. I wanna thank the Most High for 1979. For 1979. And through these tears in my eyes, I'm writing these rhymes for 1979.
Love it. Love
Claudz.
it. Love it.
Claudz, where did you find that version? Because that version has no editing, no mastering. It's literally a reference track.
Oh, wow.
It's a reference track, and the backstory to this particular version is, I don't know if you heard of a little rock group called the Wu-Tang.
Wow.
But we are from the same projects in New York, and I grew up with all of them. Obviously, they were older than me, but the artist in Wu-Tang named Inspector Deck, he sent me that original track, and he said someone in Canada sent him that track, but he wasn't able to use it because he didn't want to get sued. And if I wanted to use it, that I should have it replayed over. So I sang it on that track to make a reference for the 1979 we all know. So yeah, it has made it out into the universe. Hopefully I don't get sued, but I love that original version. So thank you for reminding me of it and playing it. Thank you. I haven't heard it in years.
We were there from the beginning. Like, from me, when I say that, because it goes back to 2014.
Yeah.
Like, from then I did my research and stuff like that. So hey. But what I will say to you is that that is a song that everybody loves, and I played it to the end because it was worth it. All right. But what I will say to you as well is that I love the way that you perform live. I love the way that you interact with your people. We've got so many people who have joined us today in the room. We have, first of all, I've got to say hello to my mum.
Mr. Bruce, how you doing?
I got to tell her to my mum. She's come all the way from Dominica. She has not been online for a long. Mummy's here today. That's a
Oh,
lot
that's
for you, mommy.
amazing.
Listen,
Yes.
we also have right, Del Williams, who's part of, as you know,
Hi,
come on,
Del.
breaking artist, all right,
Yes, I
and
know Del.
Squidly and Fiona
Squidly.
Empress. You know Fiona,
Yes.
your girl,
Miss
Bella Blake.
Empress, how you doing, sister? Yeah.
We've also
Hi,
got
everybody.
V the chemist's son, the guy who when he
Hi,
was singing at
V.
1979
Son.
at the club, it
Is
was
he there?
actually Marvin's brother whose event it was.
Oh,
All
thank
right,
you so much,
okay,
everyone.
all right. We now have another song that I'd like to play, but I want to play the video on this one. Is that okay with you?
That's
Yeah, let's
fine.
have a look. Let's have a look.
All right.
But let's. I've got to get it up for you. Right. Should we go with Insomnia?
I love that. That
All
video
right.
was fun to do.
Let's do that. So let's just see what Ida's like when performing. All right. When she's in front of the camera, she looks just.
Is this the video, the music video, or the live?
I got the video. I got the.
Oh.
This is just your creativity that I wanted to
Okay.
show.
Yeah,
All
this
right,
was actually in my old apartment.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Look, I like the outfit on this one, so stay with
Oh,
us.
that was good.
Don't think I'm playing when I say that I really don't think of you. Sometimes I can't believe it's my life. Are you living in it too? Oh baby, can you believe that it's real? A dream come true. I must be having a meltdown, down, down. Oh, a deja vu. I'm not wrong, but I'm not right. Can I sing a song during the daylight? I just hope that I just might be the one who had it right. Oh, had it switched up, mixed up. But all I wanna be is a woke up. I ain't take no pill, cause that's not how I feel. If this is not a dream, let me know it's real. I've been up for days, just replaying time. I've been up for days, things stay in my mind.
I've been up for
Wow.
days. That was a lot of fun.
Do you know
That was in the middle of the pandemic as well. Yeah.
Do you know what I wanted to ask you, Ida? Was do you have a stylist or do you style yourself?
I don't have, I work with stylists because I'm here in New York where there's a lot of stylish people, but my mom is Jamaican, so that's about all the styling I need. You know, you know how
I
creative us Caribbeans can be in putting colors and patterns together. So, so I just, you know, I see something that's colorful, I just pick it out.
It's like, and you know the see-through coat. It's just like,
Yeah,
come on,
isn't it very dance hall?
So I wanted to ask you. So, what influenced you musically? I mean, you've got different vibes on different tracks. So, what sort of space do you have to be in to put something together like the catalog that you have?
Are we talking about fashion or music inspiration?
I'm talking about music now. So, all right, you're distinctive in your music taste and your sense. You're very unique. But I want to know when you're putting together things like 1979. It's kind of retro, right? You got things that kind of more current, like with what's going on now and what
absolutely.
have you. So how do you go about writing and putting something together? What is your creative process?
It's twofold. You know, growing up, my mom, like I said, she's West Indian, so we listen to a lot of rockers and a lot of reggae in our house. And my dad is American, so he listened to a lot of the hip hop and R&B. So it kind of is just a culmination of everything. But as far as like a song like 1979 to reach back and grab that retro and vintage feel, I kind of, I'm inspired by movies. Obviously, I wasn't around in the, Motown era, but I can feel that. I can feel that soul there. And so when I hear just certain tracks, like the one that Inspector Deck sent me, it had a retro feel. I just kind of like geared toward that retro sound because I want to reach that audience. And so like for an Afrobeat song like Mad Serious that is out now, Afrobeat is reminiscent to me of dance hall. And so I can relate to that as well. And definitely can relate to hip hop. So it's all in,
It's a fusion.
It's all a fusion of what I really was raised on. There are certain types of music that I'm not too familiar with that I still want to try. I don't want to step out of my lane. I did do a country remake of Walkin' by Patsy Cline. And I do know that in Jamaica, a lot of the the elder people in Jamaica listen to a lot of country music, and I can remember my grandmother listening to some country music. So I kind of can relate to that as well as some Latin sounds and salsa and things like that. So just everything is inspiring to me. I even like grunge in the 90s garage band music. And I would love to try that as well. So as well as some acoustic, but I'm inspired by every art form. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have to say something. I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, but I do believe congratulations are in order because you've recently become Mrs., haven't you? You recently.
Yes, I have. I have. Thank you so much. My husband is a hip hop artist as well, legendary hip hop artist, and this being the 50th year of hip hop anniversary, we've been really busy with a lot of shows, and I've been blessed to meet a lot of the hip hop artists that are kind of like the godfathers of hip hop, and so we're having a lot of fun keeping them really busy this year. And it's great because as you were mentioning during the pandemic, a lot of the artists weren't able to do any shows, and so it has come back full blast with just shows every weekend, concerts. He just did Yankee Stadium, which was amazing, along with Nas and Lil Wayne and just all of the hip hop artists that are able to represent hip hop in its finest. So yeah, I quite enjoy being a hip hop wife, if you will. It's fun.
Oh, so I'll be watching your corner to see where that develops, and because you might move a little bit more into the hip hop kind of.
I do. I actually started writing hip hop. I did not sing. My first songs were hip hop songs, and then I met some very savvy female management who kind of looked at me and was like, "You're a dope hip hop artist, but guess what? You would go even further if you sang." So they got me some singing lessons and vocal coaching and things like that. And from there, I continued to write my rap songs, but I just sang them. So 1979 was a rap song until I sang it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Now, there's another song. I want to drop another song before we continue to have a conversation, but it's
okay.
Loud for Red Eye. Now, would you like to introduce this song for me?
Yes.
It's slightly explicit, but I like the vibe.
Do you love it? Oh, I love it.
Where did that come from?
From flying all over the place, just in airports. I write a lot of my songs on the plane. I used to have really bad, nerves on a plane, but Lo-Fi Red Eye it's a lo-fi track. And Red Eye, as you know, is a nighttime flight. So I was listening to this lo-fi track on a Red Eye and just wrote this. I did perform this song actually at Essence Festival last year, and it was amazing. But Lo-Fi Red Eye, also the video was shot at vintage 60s video that I shot at TWA airport at JFK. So I did the video at a real airport, and it was amazing. But it's a rap song, and I kind of sing a little bit too. So enjoy Lo-Fi Red Eye.
Let's go.
Life as under the sea bottom, window seat A321, red eye on a full flight. A bitch's back back on a money run. No cash app, put it in my palms. Done, you a funny one. Money palms, lucky charms. Tish Sharif, you the one. Can I get back on my bullshit? Can I unload the full clip? Full of lyrics, full of spirits. These new hoes roll like Cool Whip, but I'm cool with it. Like artists be using my shit, but let me pull it all in, cause it's the original sin from SHAOLIN. Fuck playing, now that that's stated. I want bitches next like gold plated. I'm from the home of the rappers, so don't come after me. Cause if it had to be, slap fire out of these. Spitting like it's 93, it's hard chop with the R&B. I wanna keep it classy, not show all the assy, but they make me aggy with my cause they've been watching me flying under the radar. That's fine, stay far. If you want some dumb dummies, I need the masters and the money. But I love the strategic approaches. See my little roaches. We turn the lights on, they disappear, hocus pocus. I set the bar, you ain't know. A freak show with the flow. When it comes to the bars, I grew up with stars. I wrote bars and cars, I blew trees and jars. They say she going far, they say that girl good, but misunderstood. Like Lauren, had you waiting, this shit was faded.
Yeah, I love it.
So
Every time I listen to it, I cringe a little bit. I'm like, okay. But I mean, you have to put that impact in there, you know. You guys like to cuss a lot over there too.
Well, we try to take some of that out, but so hopefully it's soften the blow a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I love your style. I love that kind of 90s, 50s.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So, Ida, with all of the exposure that you've had, all the success that you've had, how would you describe success? Would you think you've achieved it? Or do you think there's things that you have not yet done?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I tried to, I was telling my husband this the other day because, as an artist, you can have these lows and highs. Like I was saying, through the pandemic, we didn't know if we were ever going to be normal again, and we're still not. But as far as reaching success, one of my goals was to play a commercial festival, and I've been able to do that with Essence Fest, and definitely, as most artists have the goal of running a Grammy, but my goal is just to be nominated, and I would be happy with that. But I am absolutely happy with where I am in my career right now. I've always wanted a career where I could have a normal life and also, be able to perform and book shows. And I'm there. I mean, things can also always be better. But I'm absolutely floored with the progression of my music. I think my music is not something that is like a viral type of thing where you notice it immediately. It kind of just is introduced to people. And every day I get someone saying, I found your music through my friend, or I found your music just digging through here. And I'm just like, that's amazing. And I think that's the way organically you're supposed to find music. You know what I mean? That's definitely right. People like you who break music are angels to us because we don't have that. We don't have the machine. So if by way of a DJ or a party or a get together, you're able to find my music or another indie artist music that you really love, I think that's success. That's what we do it for. Yeah.
Good. Very, very good. And how many years ago did you start all of this, Ida? And
it's been 11 years, and I know that's like, to most people that's like nothing. People have 30 and 50-year careers and have, I would say I would have loved to been on the neo soul train when everything was blasting and they were still signing neo soul artists to like major deals. Hey Mandy. But I feel like where we are now, the opportunity to own all your music is kind of like the gift in it. You got to work a little bit harder on yourself, and you got to work a bit harder in promotion, and definitely you got to have some really good content. But owning your music, that's something, right? Yeah.
So how have you managed to stay relevant for 11 years, given sea of music that comes out on a weekly basis. It's coming out, it's churning out. How do you stand out? How do you get these kind of views? What is it about? What would you say so that you can keep repeating it? Do you know what the formula is, or is it just that? Would you say it's luck, or would you say that it's that you've got a fan base that follow you whatever you do? What do you think is the formula?
That is a great question, because over the years I've figured out my formula, and it's not the same for everyone else. My formula, and you might not like this too much, is I don't listen to any new music. Okay. I don't listen to anyone's music. If I happen to hear it walking by and a car is playing it, I'm like, oh, that's a nice song. The music I listen to on a daily basis is music that ends maybe at 1989. Wow. All of the music that I listen to daily, and that's, Fleetwood Mac, Chicago, Anita, Sade, Luther, Intro, SWV. I listen to only 90s and back music. I don't get inspired by any new music, even if it is good. I just don't listen to it because I need to be in a certain mind frame in order to keep my train going, to stay in my lane, because I'm easily influenced. If I hear a song gets stuck in my head, and then I can't create hearing that song over and over. So I try to just stay in the era that I am in mentally. Hopefully that doesn't, what am I trying to say? Hopefully that does not keep me, in a sense of the word, as ignorant to new music, because I'm not. I just have a preference for older sounding music. But what I do is listen to newer tracks. So I will listen to lyric-free music. Like, I listen to a lot of producers. So I listen to a lot of tracks. That's what I do. But as far as music,
you don't want to hear the finished result. You don't want to hear with the lyrics on it. You want to be in your own lane.
I want to create it.
Extract from kind of much more nostalgic music.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sense.
And also, I'm sorry, I wanted to finish this thought, but also the newer tracks, and I'm being shown this too by being sent tracks. I used to get tracks sent to me that were 3:30 and longer. 3 minutes 30 seconds. Now the tracks are ending at 2 and 30 minutes, and that's something new that I've just started to notice as of last year. So the tracks are getting shorter and shorter.
Some of them are just over a minute. Some of them are like a minute and a half too.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is. But
attention spans. It's very interesting.
And that's the thing, Ida, I have to say, it's like everything's a sort of throwaway society now. Yeah. Like something that's 6 months old is too old for some people to play, and I've never understood that. I've never really been on that new track thing either myself, to be honest with you.
Likewise.
It's what it sounds like. It doesn't matter. I don't care how old it is. So I'm really feeling that.
Yeah.
Right, I'd like to. Let me see. Should I play Mad Serious or Wonderful? What would you like to play? I have a couple of videos as well, so you can choose.
It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your show. It's the artist injection. Inject them with whatever.
Let's inject them with Wonderful then. And then we'll drop your track that was released today, and you can introduce that.
Sounds good.
So another video up for you.
Okay.
Treat me better than the rest, better than second best. Oh, give me all you got and give me the rest. Yes, you're talking to a real goddess. Yes, God blessed, still fresh off of Essence Fest. You're my latest and greatest. There's never no duplicating. Oh, now waiting so patient when you're not around. I simply hate it. Wonderful, this. Tell you that. Did you remember to tell them that? Well, that I always
Had your back. Yeah. Oh man, it was freezing out there. Oh, I can't hear you, Claude. I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear
Okay,
me?
got you now.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's my mic shorted out.
no problem.
I like the way you were just sort of singing.
Oh
Would you
yeah,
mind, because without a mic or anything, you
I
just sound
know.
exactly the same.
Thank
Would you
you.
mind
Just
doing a
sing a little
couple of
bit.
lines from one of your songs for us whilst you're here? Would you?
Sure. Let's see.
Even if you just
Oh,
extend what you were just singing,
oh,
it's up to you.
wonderful, wonderful life, such a vibe when you're here by my side. Whoa, wonderful life, yes. You know what I'm talking about.
You sound exactly the same.
Thank
Exactly
you.
the
You know, that's
same.
the highest compliment you can give.
So, what I wanted to say to you was that you've had some awards and nominations, haven't you? Right.
Hmm.
So with that said, okay, you've had you won the best female artist at the groundbreaking awards, courtesy
Yeah,
of Triple C and Adrian, and that was in 2022. So
that
well
was
done for that.
amazing.
You
Yes.
also recently had a number one on the Urban Influencer chart, didn't you? Do you remember what song was
Yes.
that? What song was
Number
that?
one recently, I've been on the chart a few times. I think the first time was Cyclone, Sideline.
Yes.
And this very recent time was Mad Serious, which is really nice. I really like that song. I was listening to the track and I fell in love with it. Yeah. So Mad Serious. It currently is number 19, and I think it's been on the chart now for at least a month.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I understand that you've got a Grammy submission. Would you like to
I
expand on that for
do.
us, please? And
Yes. Thank you. So
congratulations.
yeah, I'm getting in gear to manifest this goal I have to be nominated in a category. Every year the Grammy Recording Academy pulls in um, persons. It can be artists, it can be media groups, it can be anyone in the industry that has made an impact. You have to be you have to have a submission from someone that's already in the committee, or just an artist that deserves to be in the Grammy organization. And so that happened for me last year or the year before. And
Yes.
so this year I am submitting Mad Serious as a R&B song. There
Right.
is actually no Afrobeats genre for R&B. So
Wow.
I know.
That's
So
an
I had
accomplishment,
to,
right?
yeah, I had to submit Mad Serious as an R&B song, and I think it works because there's R&B vocals. And then I submitted Wonderful as a traditional in the traditional R&B category. And so I'll be visiting Hollywood this coming January to take part in the Grammy festivities. So I'm
Huge,
really excited. Yeah,
huge, huge,
yeah.
huge, huge congratulations on
Thank
that.
you so much.
Absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic. Um,
yeah.
so I would like to play your news track now. Is that okay? Would you like to
That's
introduce it?
fine. I would love to introduce it. Today, I celebrate my brother's birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Tislan Thompson.
Oh,
And I wanted to release this song on his on his earthly birthday because he's so inspiring. The name of the song is called Try Something, and it's literally just a song about how that you've accomplished things, and sometimes people try to minimize your accomplishments, and so you're like, I'm feeling really good. I wish I would try something today.
oh, bless you,
So
bless you.
yeah, Thank you
Well,
so much for playing it. Yeah.
how fitting. It was released today,
Yes.
today. So I bought it today. Thank you so much
Thank
for sharing it
you.
on this platform.
Thank
So
you. Thank
let's
you so
do
much.
this. And then I think
Mhm.
we'll play all and all after this, and then we're
That's
gonna wrap
fine.
it up because I know your lunch break is must be
Yeah.
coming to an end. So bear
Yeah.
with us, okay?
Okay.
So brand new track released today by Ida Divine. Go and check it out. It's called Try Something. It's explicit. And
Yeah. Thank
what
you
I
for
will
telling
say,
them.
well, yeah, I've got to just brace them a little bit. I love it because it's so cheeky, right? But what I what I will say is that I'm not going to play all of it, so I'm going to give them a taste, and
Yeah.
they're gonna go and
Thank
get the rest
you. Get
themselves. All
it yourself.
right,
That's
just give
right.
you go and get it
Just a
yourself.
little
Yeah,
taste.
just a little
Hmm.
taste. All right,
Yeah.
try something.
I'm on my Van Gogh, my Jane Doe, eating escargot in the studio. Pure indigo, my embryo tiptoe to the audio. Pinocchio, devil horns and a halo. Super Mario flow, steady climbing the plateau. I decided to become someone who skateboards on your eardrum, assassinate your equilibrium. I see the liberation coming like Amtrak through the station. One-way ticket to a better situation. My physical survives on vegetation. I got so many flavors, wanna taste more. Major concentration, a sensation. Don't be led astray. I wish I motherfucker try something today. Demand realness. Never lose yourself in the mist. I'm feeling quite okay. I wish I motherfucker try something today. Salty like Himalayas. It's above me. I know you're playing. You my cousin, but no relation. No PTO, so no vacation. Enigmatic mahogany's debit. This is your last robbery. Possibly they spotted me.
Yes.
Yeah, we just want to give them a flavour of it, not the whole
Yeah.
thing. All
Nice
right.
little driving vibe. Hope you guys like it. Let me know. Send me DMs and let me know how you like the song.
Most definitely. So where's
Yeah.
it available from? All the usual
Yeah.
outlets.
You know
I've
how
got mine
fast
from
the
Amazon.
internet is. Yeah, and Amazon, I believe, Spotify, and a couple of other ones. They'll be available by the end of the week by on mostly all the platforms. So
That's beautiful.
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
end this one on, I'm going to end on all in all. I just wanted to
Yeah.
know, Ida, is there anything you want to leave with your listeners before we play the last song and allow you to go back to your desk?
Yeah. I just wanted to thank everyone. I want to thank you most of all for providing this platform for us to just share our art. I know that we've been back and forth for the past months getting this
Come
beautiful
together.
day together. And so
Thank
thank
you
you
for your
for your
patience.
patience.
Thank you
I was
so
just about to
much.
say that. Thank you. It takes a collaborative effort. And then, also to everyone who's viewing today, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in and keep in touch with me. Say hi. You guys' birthday comes around on Facebook. I see it. I'll make sure to shout you out. Have a good birthday and, you
Thank you.
know,
Thank you so
enjoy and
much.
have a great rest of your week, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ida. So
Mhm.
we're going to end on this particular one, all right? And it's
Yeah.
because I just think I just love the way you put it together. The arrangements on this is just phenomenal and timeless.
Someone
So
reached out to me the other day, actually a big artist here in New York, a rapper, a female rapper who has a actually big name, and she says she heard All in All, And she was like, I would love to work with you. And I was like, what? You heard All in All? And she's like, I bet she's a bit younger than me. And I was like, do you know that's a cover? And she was like, no, I didn't know. And so I sent her the original All in All. She was like, get out of here. I was like,
there are covers and there are covers. And this is one that it just sounds so... It's got your mark all over it.
It does, and I think that's how you're supposed to do a cover.
Sometimes, covers just like, why didn't you leave it alone? It just didn't
you say leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
No, if you're going to do it, do it.
Do it properly.
Yeah.
And do it. Yeah, do it. Nice.
Thank you.
And make it your own. But don't you know what I mean? And you have done that. So just love the intro, everything. Just to
it's very cinematic as well. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Thank you.
You are my all and all. For you I will stand tall. I love you most because for you are my all and all and all. When you and I first met, I thought you were my all and all. To me, I felt no sweat to be your all and all. There are times that I'm with you that I never want to go. There are days that I miss you, that I never let it show. All I wanna do is please you. I never let you go. You just say that you need me and our love will grow. You are my all and all. For you I will stand tall. I love you most because for you are my all and all. Into your world for me is the place that I wanna be. Inside your heart, take me. Drop of love, and I'm sure you'll see that the way I feel about you, everyone in love should feel. I'm so crazy about you. Your love has made this real. All I wanna do is please you, and I'll never let you go. You just say that you need me, and our love will grow. You are my all and all. For you I will stand tall. I love you most because you are my all and all and all and all and all and all and all
Yes. Big tune. Yes.
Big timeless tune.
I bet that sounds really good in someone's Jeep. I bet it sounds great. Yeah. A lot of bass. Yeah.
A convertible Jeep.
Oh, yeah, even better.
The shades on, hair blowing the wind. Come on.
Yeah. Vibe.
Ida. Thank you for vibing with us tonight. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience, because obviously we had a date, we rescheduled again, and it was all down my end. So you've been really...
It worked out.
And you know what? Nothing before it's time, because it come out... The show was on the same day as your release of the song that's going across the bottom. So just before we got Ida Divine, brand new single released today called Try Something. Right, so go get your copy. So thank you for your time, Ida. Right, don't work too hard for the rest of the day. And,
I think I'll be off now. Yeah, I think you set the tone for me for this afternoon. Thank you so much, Empress. Thank you, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Be safe. I love you.
Bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Ida. See you soon. Bye. Okay. Right, so we are going to hang on a second. Let me get the right window out here. I've got a new setup thanks to Anthony B, and I'm getting used to it. So here we go. All right, so we have got the one and only Angie LeMar backstage, right? I'm going to play 1 and 2 tracks. Now, anybody who was on my page, I believe that they've closed that one, so you're going to need to go over to Soul TV or to YouTube, right? Okay, to actually catch the show live, or you can watch it retrospectively on Roku TV, or soultvwatch.com. So I'll put all of that on my page, and you should be able to catch up in your own time. So I'm going to play 1 or 2 more tracks, and then I'm going to bring Angie into the room, okay? All right, let's go. But what should I play? Let's go for this one. Tracks called Back in the Day by Carla Prather. Cosmo, I see ya.
So some days I want real music back again. It's just not the same anymore. Like back in the day, music is just not the same anymore. So some days I want real music back again. Music is just not the same anymore. Curtis Mayfield's words hit deep as she turned off the lights with Teddy, Ruth and Jodeci and Elton March, Whitney and Albie and Men at Large, Moonwalk with Mike J. Every Christmas with Donny Hathaway, while the Isis groove with it. Even Mary J was through with you. We used to let the record play. Oh, we let the record play. Let the record
play. One more song, and then we're going to bring Angie LeMar into the room. Angie, if you're ready, please give me a sign. I see you, Angie. You're looking lovely. Track's entitled Love You Tonight, featuring Misha Paris.
For all my misery, sorry for what I said. It's just that I didn't think at first that you'd be there.
I see you, Greenie.
Ooh, I wanna let you be the one.
You're absolutely right, Cosmo. United we stand, divided we fall.
Tonight, promise me, baby, you'll stay with me until the morning light.
I can see you dancing, Angie. You want to come in early? Come and dance with me. Are you coming?
If I love you tonight, till the morning, I want you, this is true. When you looked at me, you knew if I love you tonight. Promise me, baby, you'll stay with me till the morning light. Till the morning light. Talk to me, tell me your story. Just tell me you'll hold me if I love you tonight.
Welcome, Angie.
Hi, Claudz. Thank you.
Thank
Big
you.
shoe. Big shoe.
Big smile. Look at your smile. Cool, blimey.
Oh, Lord.
Between you and Ida, I'm jealous.
Ida is awesome.
You just gotta be sure and secure. If you wanna love her the remedy, then you got to tell me what you gonna do for me. I love you tonight. Promise me, baby, love me till the morning light. Till the morning light. Oh, talk to me, tell me. Just tell me you'll hold me tight.
Talk to me, Angie.
Hey, what's up?
If I love you tonight. If we love you tonight.
You better love me every night, every night.
Tell me you stay with us. I know you got the final bow coming up.
Sorry that you should come. I was just sitting by the telephone, looking for a remedy for all my misery.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
Misha.
gosh. Misha Paris, British royalty, just like
Lucian,
you.
Lucian girl.
Was she from Lewisham as well?
Lucian, yeah.
No way.
Gabrielle the lot. Lucian girls.
Angie, first of all, let me have some manners because I see you dancing and smiling in the background. I had to bring you in slightly early.
That's
And I know
all right.
we've met before, so we've broken that ice some time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
We'll go into detail later on. Thank you for joining me. Thank
you
you
for
so,
having me.
so much. I know you're busy writing at the moment. I know you've got a sold out show coming out on the 1st of October. I know you're
Yes.
head down. So for you to take your time to join us tonight on the Artist Injection is nothing short of an honour. So I
It's-
take my hat off to you. I
It's an
respect
honour.
you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you for inviting me too. So we make it work for each other. That's what we do.
Bless you, Angie. So you're born and bred in Lewisham, South East London.
That's right. I'm South East London girl.
South East London, la la la, right?
All that.
And you have been in the entertainment industry from the age of about 9, 10 when you started your training in acting. Is that right?
Yeah, I first walked on stage when I was about 9, 10 at the Lewisham Theatre. That's why I'm closing at the Lewisham Theatre for the
Beautiful.
stand-up. So
Beautiful.
it's, yeah, long time.
Wow. That's. I don't even know how you're going to stay kind of away from being emotional on that day, but let it out, because that's gonna mean so much to so many people, and there's so many people who do not want you to end your stand-up. But I know that you're going to go over to Jamaica. You can say as much or little as you like about that, but you're timeless, Angie. I mean, I remember growing up listening to you, watching you on TV, and it's just like you
Make me
literally
sound
have...
old.
No, do you know what? Angie, we're the same age.
Okay, cool.
We're the same. When I read your bio, I'm like, we're the same age. 1966. I don't care. I'm 57. Yeah,
55.
I'm 57. Are you 55?
Even 55, 65.
Actually, I'm 45.
I'm born 65. I'm 32.
65.
What was I saying?
I'm
30.
16. I'm
Sorry.
16. I don't know.
The
I'm not
maths
counting
is-
anyway.
the
Because
maths
black
is
don't
out.
crack. I don't care who doesn't like to hear that, but black doesn't crack. I don't care. I'm 57. I'm proud of it. Yeah. When I was 27, I didn't think I'd feel or look like this at 57, so I'm owning it.
You
Do
know,
what I mean?
27 is my year, 27, I'm stuck on 27. That's the year
I'm-
that I
stuck
love
on
so
the-
much. I'm staying at 27. That's my
Well,
year. I
the
love
thing is,
that.
it's about how young you are at heart, isn't it? Really, at the end of the day.
absolutely.
So, Angie, you're one of the pioneers in our communities. Certainly, one of the, in fact, if not the first black female comedian in the UK. Am I right?
Yes.
That
Yes,
crown
you're right.
belongs to you.
I
Yeah.
have the crown just over there.
you can go and get it if you want. So you are so active. You have remained active. You're versatile, and most importantly, you own what you do. You're not commissioned by anybody. You set your own rules. You write your own plays. You write your own material. Nobody can tell you what to do, what to say, because you actually are. You're the founder of everything you do. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I learned early that ownership is key. And as much as you kind of like to get money up front and like to kind of like be funded and stuff like that, it takes away ownership and power.
Yes.
And I remember somebody telling me that they would pay me a certain amount of thousands to write this play. And I remember thinking, so how much of that do I own? And they were like, well, you don't actually own it, you know. And I thought, well, I write for free for myself, so I could own it anyway. So once I've got that and worked that out, I just thought, no one's going to own anything. You're not going to own anything. It's going to be inheritance. It's not for anybody to say that they have royalties over my work. And I'm all right. I'm all right with that. I'm good.
I like the sound of that independence, isn't it? Right.
Absolutely.
So let's just go through some of the, qualities and some of the specialities that you have. Right. So you're a stand-up comedian. Yes. You're an actress, and you've been in acting from the age of 9 and 10, as I said, 9 or 10, as I said, from school. Yeah. And you're an author, so you've got, I know of one book, and you also got 3 children's books coming out. In fact, they're out now, aren't they? So
they're not out there. They're pre-orders out. They're out next month. Yes.
Let me see if I can bring some of these things up, because it'd be good if they can make reference to them. So, when I'm talking to you, I'm going to see if I can bring as much up as I can with relation to how you are. So let's just see what you got. So, Angie LeMar. There we go. Comedian, writer, director, producer, actor and presenter, right? Mm-hmm. You do stand-up.
Yeah.
You do plays, talk shows and interviews, yeah? Back in the day, some of the people that you've worked with, Robbie G, Eddie Nestor, Felix Dexter, rest in peace, Leo Muhammad, Judith Jacob, we got Luella Gideon. I don't know the others' names. Do you know?
Miracel, Leo Chester. I'm not
beautiful. Sure. Beautiful. And this is you here with Chris Tummings, and I know, was it Beastie?
Malcolm Frederick. Rest in peace.
Is he passed as well? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, bless. Yeah, I know him as Beastie, but Chris, I've met Chris.
Chris Tummings,
yeah, Chris Tummings, bless him.
You know what? When I did Get Up Stand Up, when I was working with them, honestly, when I walked into the room, because obviously we all love Toshiba, and so when I walked in to Get Up Stand Up and they were both sitting there, that was one of those moments where you pinch yourself and think, wow, Malcolm Frederick was such an inspiration, and just made it right for everybody to come into the room and be a part of his team. With big respect for him.
Beautiful, yeah. Rest in peace, my dear. Okay, so we also have your own school of expression. So would you like to take us through what that's about? Is it a drama school?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I kind of went to quite a few stage schools and workshops and that, and they never really represented me, and they didn't have the material, the scripts or the stories to tell that I wanted to tell. And so you're always at a disadvantage, because Cinderella was going to be white, Juliet, it was going to be white. And so you're sitting there knowing full well that you're not getting cast. So I always wanted to get to a place where I could share what I've learned with younger children and be there kind of like Tale Conte, Barbara Spake, whatever stage school. Just a little weekend, they'd come, sing, dance, and I'd bring my friends in who worked in the industry. So right there, you see Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar. So he came down and he taught them the moonwalk. And it was like years later, one of my students messaged me and said, I see what you did. That's Shalimar, because she was watching a documentary and she saw that he had taught Michael Jackson the moonwalk.
Yeah.
So she goes, because I said to them back then,
who taught him? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I said to them, you would be able to say, Jeffrey Daniels taught Michael Jackson the moonwalk, and he taught me that too. So they got it later. but it's great to be able to call on friends to come and just share their experiences.
Wow. You've also got this going on, Funny Black Women. When was that going on, and where was it being shown at the time?
Funny Black Woman was my first sketch show, nearly, oh gosh, it coming up to 30 years ago.
Wow.
When I first wrote that, I got fed up of going to auditions where white women could be funny, but we had to be like on the bill, pretending that our son's been arrested. Oh God, is my son?
Stereotypical
You know what I mean?
content.
Can't wear makeup as the mother, just got to run into the police station crying. So I wanted to kind of like do what everybody else was doing, French and Saunders, Victoria Woods. And that's when I wrote Funny Black Women on the Edge, because I wanted to be funny black women on the edge doing madness. I mean, we were having so much fun. And I remember it was so funny because we started in Peckham Civic Suite, and we were spoofing Gabrielle. I just mentioned her. We were spoofing her with Dreams Can Come True, and that she walked off the stage because she couldn't see. And one night we was on the backstage, and somebody said to me, "Gabrielle is here." I was like, "Where is she sitting?" That goes, "In the front." And they were like, "Angie, are you going to do it?" I said, "Of course. That's why she came. So you have to do it," because she enjoyed it.
I've actually got a sketch of you, very kindly put together by one of my friends, Ida Divine Williams, who's actually referred me to Soul TV. Now, I just want to play a little bit of it. Some of it, if you've got any kids watching, you've got to close your ears on the last clip, but we're going to play it anyway because Angie went there. She literally, to me, you broke that glass ceiling, and you said what everyone was thinking. You dared to go there with some of the content. You spoke out. I remember there was a clip where you were speaking out, and there's quite some influential people in the Caucasian side of things, if you like. I don't know if you were at a dinner or something.
Yeah, it's a BBC. An award ceremony.
Right, and you just came out with your sketch, and you literally were I haven't got that one with me, but you were literally just highlighting the fact that, there weren't opportunities for you. And you literally just spelled it out, and everybody could relate because it was actually true, and you dared to go there, and that was so many years ago. And you've paved the way for so many. It's just unbelievable. But just get a flavour of this first film. She's Macy Gray. Watch this one. It's too funny. Look at this.
I believe that
He done told me he was too far for Felucia Law from Lasha Life. You believe that motherfucking shit? Too far for Felucia Law from Lasha Life? I said, honey, child, before you leave, I got something I'd like to tell you. You see it, Dick? It's too thin for me. That's right, that's what I told him. I said, it's too thin for me. I said, honey, child, listen to this. Too thin, too thin, too thin. Too thin. Oh, come on, ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you know this minute. I mean, he been making love to me, and I didn't even know he was inside. No, it's the truth.
You see on my vagina? I call it my pum-pum. If I were to describe it, I would say it's very open. Too open. I've tried to close it on many occasions, but it just flings itself
open. Funny, Angie, so tastefully put
Forgive
together.
me, forgive me.
No, it's fine. Like I said, if anybody's got any kids watching, there's just a section of it that you probably wouldn't want them to see. Apart from
So
that,
it was on the edge. It was on the edge. You know what I mean? So it was on the edge.
In addition to this, Angie, you've also written a play which I understood and reached as far as MTV Base. Is that right? And it was called
The Brothers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have. Let's have a look. See if we've got an image of some of the cast. Bear with me. That's a video. One second. So much stuff for you, Angie. I've got to scroll right up. Let's have a look. Where are we? Right, here we go. So we have. Who's that?
Chucky Venn,
yes.
Richard Blackwood, and Jason Barrett.
Brilliant. MTV Base, right? So you wrote that, right?
Yeah, it started off as a radio drama on Choice FM, and
Right.
then we went to Hackney Empire in the studio, and then we went into the main space, and it just blew up. We were doing like
Fantastic.
8 o'clock shows and 12 o'clock shows, and then we went to MTV Base and filmed it for MTV Base.
Fantastic. When was that?
This was 2006
Wow.
to 2008, 9. Yeah,
Was
it
it hard to
was.
get involved with something on that level? How did you get to that point?
Well, I wanted to I was getting really fed up with the characters that they were showing of black men. And with my brothers and my husband and my father and men that I knew, didn't get shown on mainstream television. Just normal black men.
That's right.
No street, no fight, no nothing,
Yeah.
no gang.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
guys who are
No
going
drugs.
through just going through experience, relationships, choices, heartbreak, children, fathers who want to see their children. I wanted to capture that. And I remember kind of like on radio Choice FM, Ida Etienne, I spoke to Ida Etienne, my boss at the time, and said, Ida, Radio 4 is doing their thing. Let's Choice FM, let's do our thing. I don't mind writing it, you produce it. And literally brought about 60,000 people to that spot. And then
Fantastic.
I thought, well, they must want to see them. So I called Chucky and I called in Richard. And the tickets were the fastest selling show, bar Hamlet, in the history of the Hackney Empire. So
Wow.
that to me was an
Wow.
achievement to just go. I mean, the women that came out, they were leaving buying tickets. They were leaving
for the
buying
next one?
tickets for the next one to come back again.
Wow. I've got a little
So-
clip here of Chucky Venn. I know that to be called Charles Venn now.
Yeah.
Let's get that on. Let's have a look.
What? If it's to make me feel bad about myself, you have done that. If it's to make me feel like a shitty dad, you have done that too. But if it's to remind me of the reason why I left you, then mission accomplished.
Fantastic. Fantastic. He's such a fantastic, and he's on Casualty now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on Casualty. He's doing well. He's done such wonderful, got a great catalogue of work.
Yeah,
Charles, amazing.
fantastic. Did you cast him at the infancy of his career in acting?
He just come off of Footballers' Wives.
Oh, right.
Do you remember
I didn't know
Footballers'
he was on it.
Wives? Yeah, he was on
I
there.
didn't used to follow that too much. I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I contacted his agent and said I'd like to kind of audition him. And when he walked into the audition room, I just looked at him and thought, even if he can't act, he's in it. Because
That's too funny.
I must do the Lord's work, you know. So I was like, he in.
Well, he's
Because
got a lot of respect for you. I know that because
we had some great times. I mean, they were like my brothers. They were like my brothers. And I grew up with brothers. I got 4 older brothers. So when they used to say to me, Angie, it's like you're in our head. I'm like, listen, I have been listening to my brothers all my life. I know how some
you know how
men
they think. Yeah,
Yes.
Wow, is that where it came from? Because you kind of can relate to all of the things that was happening around you.
Yes.
4 brothers, you know. Are you the youngest of the family?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Are you the baby? Oh, bless
Yeah.
you. So you really must have seen a couple of things then.
Absolutely. I had to lie for them. Like, no, he's not here. I get my money. That's how I used to make my money.
Oh, you had to pay you for
Yeah.
your silence. That's really
Yes.
funny. Well, we've got a little clip. Thank you for sharing this with me. But you've got a little clip from Chucky Venn, now known as Charles Venn, who had a good few touching words for you. So it's time for you to have your flowers, Angie, and here we go.
Angie, aka Big Sis. I know you don't like me calling you that, but you know, I can't help it, man. You're an inspiration to me. You're an inspiration to a damn near nation, you know, and yeah, I'm giving you your flowers. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you your bouquet because you so deserve it. I mean, what more can you say about Angie LeMar? Vivacious, intelligent, wise, energetic, funny, generous, talented, intelligent, cerebral, caring. I mean, need I carry on? Angie, you're an amazing woman, you know, and obviously there's thousands of us who can echo my sentiments. What you've done, what you've contributed to entertainment, and of course, for people who look like us, there is no price you can put on it. It's essentially priceless. The day I auditioned for you, and you were kind enough to include me in the ensemble that is The Brothers, fastest selling show in Hackney Empire. I felt honored. It was definitely a moment in my life that I won't forget. You know, I was remaining professional on there. I didn't want to say anything, but I thank you so much, man. Like I said, just for everything. And you know, if I was ever to sort of in a way cultivate or craft or construct what my imaginary big sister would look like or be like, it would be you. That probably is maybe the most heartfelt, warmest sentiment I can give you. God bless you. Enjoy your swan song. And yeah, man, just once again, thank you for everything. I love you, Angie. Take care.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
Happy. Respect
so
to you,
lovely.
Angie, honestly. And I know that you had one from Richard Blackwood this morning. Didn't manage to extract that one on time. Otherwise, I would have played a bit of that as well. But Angie, you're so selfless. I mean, you during the COVID, a lot of people were isolated. During the COVID, a lot of people lost a lot of people. Very sad, very worrying time.
Yeah.
And you know, we weren't allowed to do very much, and what we were allowed to do though was to go out for walks. Okay. And what does Angie do? Angie comes up with We Walk Wednesdays, and I know it's happening tonight, probably just finished, right? What time was it again? What time is it
7 o'clock, 7 to 8.
7 to 8, so it would have finished just over an hour and some ago. And would you like to tell us how that evolved, how that started, and what how big it is now, and which parts of London and the UK it is in now, please?
Yeah, you know, I have a dog, so I walk twice a day. And I
Right.
remember I was walking with Glass, who had a dog before, but we still walk every day. And I
Right.
remember saying to him, you know, we're the sisters, you know, because I could see other cultures exercising, but I couldn't see enough of us in this climate. And I remember thinking to myself, well, maybe they want to walk, but because I've got a dog, I can come out. And maybe people can't walk by themselves. So maybe somebody around here wants to walk with us, Glass. So I went home and I just wrote on my Facebook, anybody want to walk on Wednesday? Meet me at 7 o'clock. And on that, just a couple of days later, I saw this guy riding this bike, playing some wicked tunes. And I had to pull him over and say to him, how you know these tunes? Because he was quite young. He goes, how you know these tunes? And they're like, you know, I listened to you, I'm sure I said that back in the day. And my dad plays tunes. And I'm like, wow. I said, we're having a walk on Wednesday. Come and join us. And I really didn't know, one, if he would come, and two, really, how many people are going to show up. At 7 o'clock, me and my daughter were standing there with Glass, and I was like, I see about 20 women coming from that side, and about 5 there, and 10. And I kept thinking, where are they going? There's a lot of black women. Where are they going? And then it dawned on me, oh my God, they're coming here. And I said to my daughter, can you do some stretches? Because they're going to think I'm fit. And I didn't plan to do anything serious except stroll. Now they're coming like, we walking with Angie. So then my daughter started doing some stretching. As soon as we finished stretching, so I did laughter therapy. I'm trained as a laughter
Remember
therapy.
that? Yeah.
So we've done ha ha, he he he. I thought I'll add that in, make it look like it's padding. Then as soon as I finished, Solomon comes over the hill, busting some tunes, like it was planned. He came over and we danced and we walked home, walked around the park.
I remember the candy. We used to do the candy.
Yeah, but that was accident. What happened was we were finishing stretching and he put on candy. And then as soon as he put on candy, who doesn't go into formation? Everybody started dancing. Then we put on the jungle list, and that was the format. That was the format.
Fantastic.
And then people kept saying, can you come to my park? And I said, well, I physically can't come to your park, but if you want to be an ambassador.
Ambassador.
So
How many
I said
ambassadors have you got?
we've got about
Who run
20.
this?
Got
20.
20. So I said to them, I'll get you a t-shirt. I said to my daughter, because she's a designer, design me a logo, sort out the website, get on the social media. We moved as quick as it went, and it just blew up. And then we
That's
started
innovation for you, isn't it?
yeah, and then we started
Blimey.
hiking as well, hiking once a month. So we hike Wednesday, anything we can do. So we eat, we'll go out to dinner. We hike, we'll go out and hike.
We eat. I don't know about now. We eat. I'll come in.
Yeah, we did the Christmas,
No way.
yeah, and
How did I
dinner.
miss that?
You know, it was out there. I just thought that there's a lot of people who don't work, a lot of people who are
Well,
independent.
you got my
don't
number
have
now,
Christ-
so can you
Yes.
text me when you're doing it, please? I'm coming
Yes.
to eat. I'm going to come back
Yes.
to walk as well. Do you know why I stopped walking? Because I had a Range Rover, and I had to pay $12.50 every time I left my house.
Oh.
So it was just adding up. So I just couldn't justify. You know, it sounds tight, but if every time you leave
No,
your
every
house,
time you move,
you pay.
it's a
by the time
madness now.
If I go around the corner, it was costing me $12.50. So in the end, I just parked the car up, and I thought I'm not driving it. So we've changed the car now.
Yeah, it's sad that. Yeah, I understand.
But let me just share the vibe with them. Let me just share, you know, and the enormity of it. Just in this was, I think this was South London, wasn't it? The one that we went, that I went
Okay.
to with you.
Yeah. I saw you.
I just saw myself with my sister. Shay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we weren't at the back. Can I tell you what? I was so unfit, right? And
Listen, we were all unfit.
No, because I was just diagnosed as being pre-diabetic as well.
Oh, wow.
So I was literally struggling, and so most of the time I was at the back. And every time you would be standing there, do you remember? And me and my sister used to leave me in the end, and I was with another girl. But we were literally trying to keep up. But it really did make a difference. So
Yeah.
thank
Oh,
you
wow.
so much. And to be honest with you, also the way that you're so approachable, and you're so warm. The first time I met you, I felt like I met you before, because you treated me like we was on the same level, and I'm nowhere near anything that you stand for. But you, oh God, it's touching how warm you are, and how welcoming you were. I don't know if I can even express it as enough. I felt
No.
so much like part of that. And then a few more people came, put on the page, and more people came. And I know that a couple of my friends came down as well, because again, they felt like they wanted to be a part of something. A lot of people living alone, and it really did make a massive difference to a lot of people.
Some of the
long may it
messages,
continue.
some of the messages that I got, because I get the letters, and honestly, loneliness is real. And just because we sit there and we fix ourselves up and we can put ourselves out and look like we're together and everything's working together, sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. And it's nice to be out with women. I've seen the friendships that have grown from We Walk Wednesdays, and it touches me, because you know, people are by themselves working it out, and they don't need to know. Because we're back in the day, we used to rave together, and we could work it out. We could, if you used to go podium back in the day, and you know, the toilets in the podium, ladies used to sit out on that velvet seat and just chat. Didn't know each other from Adam, but could just talk. That's been taken away from us, because life is about social media. Life, we're not raving anymore. We're not out there we're raving, but we're going to specific places. When you're a hardcore raver, like rave from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you'd meet people and you'd be going and building that relationship. So I'm glad that this has done that, and that people have come together and gone, you know what, Ange? I mean, I've had letters where some people have been suicidal and have said coming out on a Wednesday and meeting new people has been amazing.
Something to look forward to, making new friends and
laughing. You know, we underestimate the power of laughter.
Laughing,
and just kicking. You know, when I was at school, I was a little traumatizing little girl. I'm sure my teachers couldn't stand me, but yes, and yes, I got kicked out, and I was all of those things. But I was always busting jokes because I think humor makes the day go better. Obviously, not in your lessons. So
We're going to hear your musical vibe soon because you've got a bit of selection. There's one song I couldn't get, and I'll share that with you in a minute, and as to why. It was the Gina de Bambo one. I just couldn't get hold of it. We've got it in vinyl, sorry, but didn't have a chance to convert it. So, and I couldn't get it.
Find it. Yeah.
You can't get it. You can't get it. We just couldn't get it. And I didn't want to beg one of my friends. I know there's a few people I could have got it from, but I just didn't. I was trying to get it myself, but we just couldn't get it organised. But before we get into your musical ear, all right, I want to know how you prepared yourself to. I know you're used to crowds and all of that. You've been doing it all your life, but you actually were on stage with Mo Gilligan, right? And it's where was that again? What we were
the O2.
The O2, right? So before we speak any further, let me just show your listeners the enormity of the crowd and the space, right? And there's Angie LeMar, right? So watch this, yeah.
Maybe I can try. For the Beyonce. My name is Angie LeMar. Thank you. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the wonderful Angie LeMar. Yeah. Angie, you're spending too much time on TikTok, bro. You need to calm down.
Oh wow!
How many people were in the place?
20,000. 20,000.
Okay, so you wake up on whatever date that was. You wake up, you have your breakfast, right? Tell me how you prepare yourself mentally to perform in front of 20,000 people.
You know, you don't really look at the fact that it's 20,000.
Right.
You just look at the fact that you have got 15 minutes. And 15 of those minutes have to be fire, but it has to work in front of a massive audience. So the intimacy of performing, like you might look at someone and go, how you doing? In a small space, you can't do that. You've got to be big and out there.
Right.
And so the performance was really about going, hi. I remember the delay. So it hits them and comes back to you. And you're like,
really?
Yeah, because they don't laugh at the same time. The space is so big. So it's a delay. So you're performing on delay. So you crack the joke, and then it comes back, and then
did anybody prepare you for that, or did you know that was going to be the case, or were you like shocked, thinking, "Where's the laughter"?
I've seen it happen in theatre space, in big spaces where sometimes the comics kind of like go in, and the audience is not with them because they've actually gone at a different timing because it's got to hit and come back. Wow. So I just came out and just thought, be big and loud, stay on for 15 minutes, get my money and go home. But it was really, I mean, what Mo did there was like call in the people who inspired him over the years and put us on his platform, which I got nothing but respect for, you know, and he really looked after us, How many, who performed with you on that night, please? Richard Blackman was on that bill that night, and Eddie Caddy was also on there, and some other comics as well. So it was really a great night, and it was an honor. It was an honor to see the black comedy go to that level.
Yeah. Can I ask you, Angie, you don't have to name one, you can name a few because you've got such a wide catalogue of different sort of qualities and abilities but what stand if you were to have to say to your audience tonight, what were one or two things in your career that stood out the most for you, be it that the enormity of it or what it meant to you? what would you say one or two of the things that have the most meaning to you?
Well, for me, it was most definitely meeting Whoopi Goldberg. And
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg is somebody, I'm dyslexic, and Whoopi Goldberg's dyslexic. So my childhood was quite difficult because I didn't know that I was dyslexic. I didn't know. All I know is that as soon as the teacher asked me to read, I'm just going to bust a joke and get kicked out. And
is that what you used to do it?
Yeah, because
deflection.
Always like, please don't ask me to read, because if anybody laughs at me, I'm going to fight them. Do you know what I mean?
There she is with you.
Yes.
Good, you look so young there. When was that? When was that? You haven't changed much though, have you?
That's like 20, nearly 30 years ago.
Wow. Where was that, and how did you come to
Well, it was a book launch. And so at the time I was working on BBC Radio London doing a nighttime show, Sunday nights. And I read that she had a book coming out, and, you know, only Whoopi Goldberg could call her book. So I then contacted her. Could you believe it? Book. What's the name of your book?
Well, literally just called book. Book by Whoopi Goldberg. I'm going to look it up. Book by Whoopi Goldberg.
So I contacted her. I contacted her PR company and said to them, I'm Angie LeMar from the BBC. I didn't say BBC Radio, but I didn't say BBC TV. I just let them think.
Just say BBC.
I just said a bit from the BBC.
You got to be innovative.
That's right. So I then contacted them and said, I'd like to interview her. And they said, well, you can have about 10 minutes with her. So I went, okay, that's all I want. But me being Angie, I brought the film crew down. So I brought a film crew down, and I went in and I waited for her. And when I walked in, her agent looked at me like, nah, this ain't going to happen. But Whoopi looked at me like... So I went over to Whoopi and I said, Whoopi, can I do a quick scene before I interview you? Which is, I'm at the bar, because it was Planet Hollywood, because they were launching something there, because she had shares in there. Yeah. So I said, can I be at the bar? You walk over to me and say, Angie. And I say, Whoopi. And her agent looked at me like, what are you doing? So Whoopi Goldberg goes, sure, Angie, sure. So I get into position, then we start filming. Then the woman goes, you've got 15 minutes, and that's it. Nearly 2 hours later,
Whoopi just vibing off of you if you weren't going anywhere.
She looked at them and went like,
leave us alone.
Yeah. And then I had because I was meeting the woman that inspired me, that when I found out that Whoopi Goldberg was dyslexic. You should hear me. I'm telling people I'm dyslexic, and so is Whoopi Goldberg, because we're both dyslexic. Like, come on now. Yeah, She's left-handed. We're both Scorpions.
We got things in common. That's
my girl. So then after, I wrote a poem for her and framed it, because I really wanted to say thank you. So I gave it to her, and she was like, she got quite emotional. She just went, because I told her what it was like seeing a black woman look like me. Was of that complexion, wasn't representing Hollywood, was going against the odd, was a black woman telling jokes about real stuff. And what it meant to me. And when she read it, she just went, and she held it to her chest, and she went, thank you, doll, thank you. And I remember thinking, anything after that? And then I meet Maya Angelou and her.
Oh, wow. Maya Angelou, really?
Maya Angelou, when I walked into the room and I saw her, and I just kind of went, respect and bow like that. Like, she went, don't bow to anybody but God.
I can imagine her saying that, actually.
Don't bow to anybody but God. I went,
I like a voice.
God. I was like, listen, and after that, you're done. You're kind of peaked, So those two women were very powerful, and what they shared with me was just stuff that I needed in my career for me to go, do it your way, don't business about anything. You're at your stages in your life. When people say to me, oh, Andrew, you can't not do this anymore. I say closed doors opens doors.
Hello.
And this is another level.
It is.
There's another level. I'm going into movies. I'm writing films now, because I got to tell the story to a bigger audience. So I'd just rather do that from Jamaica.
Fearless. Go, girl. So here you are. You got your book there. All right. When did that come out?
That came out in 2017, actually, after my dad died. My dad died 16.
Oh, Bless you.
following
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. Did that do well, that book?
Yeah, it's done very well. You know, it's really,
Yeah.
really, it's an achievement for me because I always thought authors were people over there. And even at the beginning, I wasn't confident to write it. I was like, well, I need to get someone to help me write it. And when I did get someone to help me write it, it didn't sound like me. And I went, you know what, I'm just going to have to do
Do it
this thing.
yourself.
And I just got to it and started writing it and told my story. And
So
just,
in essence, what is the book about? Is it still available?
it's full circle. It's about the fact that I started in the church, grew up as my mum was a Pentecostal evangelist, my father a
Right.
deacon, Church of God in
Yes.
Christ. And then later on in my life, I went back to church. And because something was missing. I partied hard. We drank the best champagne. We did everything, but something was missing.
There's a time.
Sometimes you sit there and people can't reach you anymore. The things don't matter. And you just want to be yourself. And I remember going to church and thinking, I just love gospel music. I love it. I want to be around that. I feel that sense of, I want to go back to God, but I don't want to go back to the church side of it. Although I went back to church, I didn't want to listen to what they said, because some of the stuff they said didn't fit life. No, and I don't even think it was a message from God. I think the relationship I had with God, that's why I'm at nature and me at one.
Yeah.
At one.
Maturity doesn't allow you to stay in the same place mentally, so you can't be doing the same things. Otherwise, you might as well just stay the same age. You're wasting life, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're done.
These things are deeper.
There's so much more to do. There's so much people to reach, and after you've done all those things, you know, I'm a married woman. I've got 3 children. I've got 6 grandchildren.
Fantastic.
I've done really well. I looked after my dad. I'm looking after my mum. I'm at peace. No one can't say to me, you know, that they didn't reject me. That mainstream didn't get to reject me. I rejected you because you weren't good enough for me.
They weren't ready for you.
They weren't ready for me.
They weren't ready.
This ain't gonna crack. I see my mum. It's not cracking. It's not cracking.
No, look at that smile ain't changing even. Look at that.
No,
well, look at your books. So you've got a series of books coming out. You've got 3 children's books, right? We want to say a little bit about that before we go into the music, before we close?
Well, Audacity and Tenacity, 2 young little girls who have the audacity to dream big and the tenacity to make it happen. I just love reading. Is about me, really, a young girl who likes reading but doesn't want to read aloud because of the issues around that, and finds out that she's dyslexic.
So you're really writing about yourself and your life, but you're doing it in a child's way so people can relate. So if they feel that they've got these barriers, you're showing them that actually you can overcome those barriers.
And get to the young children, because I found out when I was in my late teens.
Yeah, you can find out a lot. Yeah,
so I could have found out earlier. And the other one is about a young girl who goes to Jamaica to see her grandma, and
is it this
the
one?
lizard, True the lizard, George the lizard. So George, that's my dad. That's my dad's name, George, and so that's my mum's veranda right there. So it's
personalised. How beautiful.
Yeah, I think the first thing about writing that I learned was write what you know.
Yeah.
Because you can't get it wrong.
This is it, because you're coming from a place of it here.
It's there. You can't miss.
And what about this last one here? I just love reading.
So this one is about the dyslexic girl. She just kind of like cracks jokes in class, and she gets tested. So she got tested and found out that she was dyslexic. So I want
to ask you something though. My son's mildly dyslexic, and he's got so many other strengths that I think has been able to develop because he kind of wanted to had that. So do you think you'd be the person you are today if you weren't dyslexic? Because you may not have developed your other skills. You know, like when they say if you can't see very well, you hear better.
You hear better,
and vice versa. Do you think it's one of the senses that is to do with your abilities as well? Absolutely, because
I can. People say I think out the box. I didn't ever get in the box. So for me, I'm weird. I know I'm weird. I look at things like
there's no boxes.
Yeah, I look at things and I just see it very. My husband will call me cack. I'm left-handed, so my husband will call me cack. So like I'll walk that way or a bit dyspraxia, so I could be walking straight and then lean off to the side.
Wow.
But my thinking is different, and so I could look at a page when I was younger and almost photocopy it and understand it and read from the bottom up and scramble it in my head.
Do you know what? That might be slightly on the autistic spectrum, you know. Did you watch Rain Man?
Yeah.
Because what you just said then, he could just look at a building and tell you how many bricks was in that building, but just glancing at it. That's a speciality. That's a.
It's on the scale. I know I'm on the scale. Do you know what I mean? Because I do some mad stuff. So, but the thing that I can do, like somebody will say to me, Angie, how long does it take to write a play? And I can write a play in 4 days because I write like 10 pages an hour. I break things down like that so I can get to deadlines. But what happens in my brain is that I don't see any limits.
No.
And I don't care what you think of me. You can't be a stand-up comic and go on the stage and care what people think. You die.
No. I hate you.
You know what I mean? So when somebody once said to me, "You think you're too nice," I said, well, "What am I thinking now?"
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm conscious of the time. We've only got 10 minutes left, but what I'm going to do is just say a huge congratulations to you, because the final bow has sold out. See if I can find me a clapping jingle there. Little play. I have to search high and low for that one.
Do you know that picture, Claude? You know that picture before?
Which
there? That's me. I was 19 at the podium.
At the back. Oh right. Oh wow.
Podium when I used to do Dougie's and
how did I not even check that? I'm so busy looking at the front one. That's so you, and then, like you said, you've gone right back there to where you started, which is the Broadway Theatre. Can't wait. You're not going to be outside there in it with my camera taking pictures of all the crowd and see, because they're going to go mad in there.
Yes.
Right. So Angie, just before we go, we've only got a few minutes. Right. You had a couple of songs up your sleeve. You had Brother, Take Good Care of Yourself. You had Angie Stone, right, Brother. You had Take Good Care of Yourself. You also had What Colour. We're only going to have time to play 3. I couldn't get hold of the G Dada Bambo one for you. But
Take Good Care.
Do you want to play that one first?
Yeah.
So this is where did you used to rave, Angie? Where did you used to go?
Well, I started at Lucian Boys Club. That's where Saxon started. Like,
oh, yeah, Saxon is Saxon.
They're around the corner from me. Maxi Priest used to live down the road from me. So my brothers used to have Unity Sound, South London. So I used to go there, and so I was at parties, Silox, all those sound systems back in the day, and my history of raving was just sweet.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
Let's take you back a little bit with this one. Good. Take Good Care of Yourself, Junior English. Let's see how you survive. Rest in peace, Junior English, who recently passed away. The brush in your hand.
Yeah.
Always
have to have a brush. You know.
I understand that you are not well, even though you're so far away. How I wish that I could help.
Yes, that song for me. Sorry, it's right in the middle of my life. You know, the relationships, meeting guys and dancing, and that feeling that we felt when we heard Lovers Rock. And what that song means to me as well is when I see people who are passing away our generation, and I look at the people and I think, oh, mate, I hope you're making that okay. Until I see you again, because I might not see you again. Because we're at that generation where we're losing people around us. And we came from a really great time where I was saying to my friends, and when we used to come home, if you came out of a club late, a man would say to you, which way are you going? And you go, we're going south. And he'd be like, I want to get in the car.
Jumping.
You didn't even think for a minute. That's how we felt protected by our men. And when I look at the generation now, I think, I hope your music soothes your soul, because it don't sound like it's doing it.
No,
it's a madness. I mean, I'll deal with that on the night.
I like the Afro beats. The Afro beats is good though, but the rap and all of that.
There's good and bad.
It's about love and together. Some of them, anyway.
There's good and bad. There's good and bad.
But
Lovers Rock needs the respect, and I'm so glad that the performers of that time
never put it down.
Performers of that time can come back and get their flowers.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they were really robbed in the early days, and they can come back and we can be able to go and see them and say thank you, because you were the backdrop. You spoke for us, and we love you for it. Rest in peace, Tony.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
All right. So, what do you want to play? The next one, Carol Thompson, or do you want to play the Angie Stone one, brother?
Well, Angie Stone was really the theme for
the play.
Yeah, for the brothers.
Let's
I loved what she was saying.
Love it. Yeah, timeless.
He is my king, he is my one. Yes, he's my father, yes, he's my son. I can talk to him, cause he understands everything I go through and everything I am. He's my support system, I can't live without him. The best thing since sliced bread is his kiss, his hugs, his lips, his touch. And I just want the whole world to know about my black brother. I love you, and I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever.
We got a mime. We got a mime, all right.
Strong brother, and there is no one above you.
Where's your brush? Come on.
You know that I'm here for you forever. True. He's misunderstood. Some say that he's up to no good around the neighborhood. Well, for your information, a lot of my brothers got education. Now check it. You got your Wall Street brother, your blue collar brother, you're down for whatever, chillin' on the corner brother, talented brother, and to every one of y'all behind bars, you know that Angie loves you.
Oh, I love it. I'm conscious of the time, so I'm gonna ask you to introduce the Carol Thompson one. What colour and why you chose the song, please?
Carol Thompson, now, honestly, Queen, Lovers Rock. You know, her and Janet Kay, they own that title. But that Hopelessly in Love album, mate, I could listen to that all day. And this one just makes me feel, this one just makes me feel light and happy, you know? What colour would you choose for me?
Brilliant. Love it. Let's go there. Oh, Carol, and she's so approachable as well, isn't she? She sounds lovely. She ain't changed a bit, has she?
She looks the same.
Between you, Carol Thompson, Janet Kay, come on, DJ Lane, there's so many of you. Oh gosh, respect.
And we've been on the roads. We've been on the road together.
Brenda's Rihanna
Recipio.
Oh, come on.
Scipio.
Listen, I can never say it right, but yeah. I got a brush.
won't be able to do it. That's the age.
Right? I couldn't find my rubber plant. You really are old school, isn't it, Angie? Lord God, I don't even think they still made them, or is that one old? That one old one? No, that's too funny.
She's fun. I'm like my mum. Turn it to my mum. I used to walk into the front room.
Rubber plant.
What is all these plants, man? Oops. I am that person. You are an amazing woman. You really, really are. I'm so excited about your play coming up. Your stand-up coming up, yes. And I shall be out there, and I shall be gunning for you. There's one song I do need to play for my buddy Leroy Wilson of Arima before we go. So I hope you like it. It was released a couple of weeks ago, and I promised I'd play it before we go. So hopefully you can vibe with this one before we leave the studio tonight. The rave. The rave, innit, right? But honestly, we've got each other's number now. Please let's stay in touch, right? I'm going to come back to We Walk Wednesdays, and I want to do the We eat. We eat. We eat. I understand. Yeah,
I love the food. You see.
I won't be here. I leave to go to live in Jamaica in end of October.
End of October. You look do anything before you go.
Everything. I might do. My birthday's on the 27th, so I might do a little party. A little party get together.
I should have a little hat there. Sure. A little party.
Where are you from? Where are your parents from?
My mum's from Dominica. My dad's from St. Lucia. I was born here. And I'm from West London, but I moved up to South London when we got married. So I'm in Blackheath, just off Shooters Hill there. Yeah, so I'm not that far. Sorry?
I just got Blackheath Blue Coat. When I got kicked out of Luton Girls, I went Blackheath.
Yeah, it's on the road from me. Really? Yeah. Oh my God. You know that school's shut down nowadays.
I know, I saw that, yeah. My husband's Dominican.
Is he Dominican? Yes, I'm not fed.
Oh, yes, I'm not fed. Oh,
Tell him I said hello, and thanks for the help with the technicals as well.
Yeah, we'll get you a bowl of broth.
Oh God, we need more of a plant. I'm going to play this one by Arima before we go. We're slightly over, sorry, but you know what? We're going to just,
We're big people.
We'll be just... So we've got, this is called The Best of Me by Arima. Tell me if you like this one. A beautiful cover. The Best of Me. Get your brush out, Angie. Sorry?
Cool Down on Me, not Arima.
Arima, yeah. Cool Down on Me, yeah. Arima, yeah.
I love it.
Cool Down on Me now.
You near me, having you here. Our conversations, outrageous.
Hope you're listening, Leroy.
You smile, and I smile when I say, hey, let's stay personal. Let's stay for a while and play. Girl, let's make this a moment. La 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 la. The best of me. Amazing. Having you close to me. Amazing.
Available on all usual outlets.
Good morning.
Leroy Wilson was a guest on the show about 4 shows ago.
We had a bar.
And I try and keep their music alive even if they're not on the show beyond that, yeah?
They're on our playlist as well.
Such a lovely guy.
We Walk Wednesdays playlist.
Just a wild play. personal. Let's stay for a while and play such a beautiful moment. Giving you the best of me. Amazing.
For a man to say
Amazing.
he's going to give you the best of him. Oh, blimey, come on now.
Close to me.
Very wonderful.
Amazing. Yeah. Giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me. Amazing. 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 Close to me. Having you close to me. Amazing. Amazing.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Stop my guest from commenting. I don't know if you've noticed. All right, we're going to go out the door on this one, yeah? Angie, I know that you're a veteran when it comes to music and raving and what have you, so hopefully bounce to this one before we leave the door, yeah? All right, this is a song that I played with my friend Greenie. We played it at the Carnival after party, and people went really mad to this one. It was like the last furlong, and it was it's called I Want to Make It With You. And Angie, I want to play this for you because you've made it, and you are having your final stand-up comedy event, and it is sold out, and that's because it's a testament of the fact that you've taken your fans with you, and you have been active for 4 decades now, nearly. Yeah, and you have there's a genuineness about you that I'm in awe of, because sticking your neck out in any kind of way amongst our people, sometimes people try to take you down, make you feel a way about it, or what have you. You know, people try to block you or whatever. Sometimes people don't stop talking to you, or what. I don't know what your experience have been, but all I do know is that you've smiled all the way through any of the challenges that you might have had from the BBC, the ITV, from people saying no to you. You've created your own lane. You've lived it, you breathe it, you are it, and you, in all of that, have remained grounded. Yeah, a lot of people, including myself, can learn an awful lot from you. Your humility, your graciousness, and the fact that you know yourself, and you're giving us yourself. You've given us yourself in an entirety, and the amount of things that you have done that are out of the box because you didn't believe there was one in the first place, is pioneering in such a way that your legacy will live on forever. And me, although we're the same age, I was in a lecturing, hairdressing college kind of environment, and very sort of timetabled and what have you, and didn't have free thinking. Everything was like I had to be here from that time to that time to do that lesson. Everyone's in boxes. I left my career 9 years ago, and so I've been able to be creative. And I get it when you just have something that needs to come out of you, right? And you identified yours from a very, very young age, and you are blessed, and that God's made you in a very special way, and you've triumphed over adversity. Whatever your obstacles have been, you haven't even taken any notice of that, because this is what you want to do. Your brain is wired in a way where you kind of just went for it, and you've got it. So I Want to Make It With You. I know we're just contextualizing the song here now, because obviously it's not got the same kind of meaning, but you made it, Angie, and this one's coming from me to you. Let's vibe with the hair brush before we leave. We're slightly over, but hey, you know, we'll try and get it down to a T, but we're not there yet, because I want to say a nice goodbye to you. So, Angie, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Just thank you, and I am wonderfully and fearfully made, and I know for a fact that I did it my way. I'm doing it my way, and I would say to anybody, don't let people tell you can't do it. And if people don't like you, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't have to affect you. You know, you just keep moving, and you find your circle, find your cheerleaders, find your people who love you. And if it's a small group, it's enough. And I found people, my husband, my parents, I've had people who loved me and said, of course you can. And respect to, especially my husband, because driving up and down England, you have to want to drive, and he loves driving. So I couldn't do half the things that I couldn't have back then to get me to where I am now. So enjoy life. We have one life. We've got time. When I get to heaven, I want God to say, move over for Angie because she's shattered.
You're tired. Oh, you don't look tired though.
Come.
We'll all see you on the 1st of October down there at the Broadway Theatre, The Final Bow. Angie, this song's coming from me to you. Love you like cooked food, and I'll see you very soon. All right, let's bounce to this one. Do you remember this one?
Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? Really reaching out for? I may be climbing on rainbows, but
Angie, love you like cooked food. Thank you to you.
We need to rate. We need to rate.
We're really ready. Ida Divine, all the way in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you for your time today. Angie LeMar, oh God, the pioneer. My God, so multi-talented, beautiful soul. You're knackered now, I got your number. We'll be raving next, Angie. Thank you all for joining us today. Hope you've had a good time. Watch back on soultvwatch.com over there in Las Vegas, and also on my YouTube channel, and also on let's have a look, see if we can put it up. Yeah, so it's on my YouTube channel, Miss Ouch dash the Artist Injection streams, soultvwatch.com, and also Roku TV, so you can actually watch on your big screen as well. But I put that all up in the morning because there might be some muting for the songs, and then you can hear it sort of uninterrupted there. So Angie, love you like cooked food. Let's stay in touch. Love you like, I really do adore you. Take care. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.